Okay, so here we are. We are doing a 6 max. And this is a turbo. So it's, 5-minute levels. And this is a $3.50 buy-in. And the reason for that is it's the biggest one going right now. This is carbon, of course, and we're limited to whatever action is available at the time. And so we just started. One hand back. So A10. Yeah, I'll see what happens. I'll call it. See if anybody raises me. Anyway, so the 6 max sit and go. There's really nothing particularly juicy about the 6 max sit and go as opposed to other forms of poker. But for me, it back in the Poker Stars days, it proved to be a very important. I got 8-10. I'm not even really wanting to dance with anybody yet. I'm just gonna call me a chicken. But anyway, yeah. So there's a straight, there's a flush out there, and I don't know any of these players, so I'll call whatever. Anyway, so 9, Queen 9, I'll raise it to 40. I'm just playing right now. I'm not trying to take a pot down. I mean, if I can, I will, but I'm just trying to toy with people. So anyway, the 6 max for me was very profitable in the Poker Stars days, to the point where I ended up, with all honesty, I paid off my mortgage, over a couple of years. Just I would take 1,000 off the top of my Poker Stars roll once in a while and toss it into my mortgage, and I didn't even realize how quickly I was whittling away at my mortgage. And I was not a high-level player by any means. I was just solid once I got the hang of it. So anyway, the 6 max sit and go. The reason I started playing 6 max sit and goes is because I first started playing poker. I was playing tournaments because that's what I saw on television. Keep it like that, king. I'll put the pot in and see what happens. Somebody's gonna call me, but I'm trying to see how these people play. I don't know. So anyway, and I was playing tournaments a lot. I was getting murdered, of course, because I was learning, and it was very frustrating because I would, you play these huge tournaments, and I'll put the pot in. I think I'm gonna get killed here, but yeah. See, okay, see, I'm a 9. But anyway, the tournaments, I was grinding them away, and I would cash a little bit here and there, but I found myself, only making final tables like every week or two in a big tournament. I mean, it's a lot of, tournaments you go through sometimes between final tables, or decent cashes in tournaments. So I was finding myself getting to the final table and getting into the real high blinds, the number of players reducing at the table, and really not having any comfort or having any what's the word? I was not practiced at it. I was practiced at playing the first levels of tournaments. I was playing tons of them, so I was very comfortable and felt fluid about it. But then I get to a final table, and I just didn't have enough experience at those final tables. And of course, getting to final tables to get experience is very difficult. So I found the 6 max sit and go. Now, this isn't a perfect reproduction of a final table of a big tournament, but it is very relevant. We have 6 players right now, so that would, be something like a final table after a few people get knocked out. But also the blinds are going to rise very high here. People are going to get knocked out very quickly, and it's in many ways you are reproducing many important, conditions to help you play final tables. Now, for me, that's no longer the purpose to play the 6 max. The 6 max is a great form of poker in and of itself. That's how I got going on the 6 maxes. And for the first time in my poker playing on stars, I started seeing a little profit, or at least I started seeing some wins, some confidence, some good feeling. Because I could play as many as I wanted of them. They were available all day long. And I continued to keep probably a third or, I don't know, sometimes a half of my playing to 6 maxes just because they were so juicy. And I miss them so much. I mean, I'm playing here on Carbon, but this is, you know, a small pool of players. I mean, right now, this is the only $3.50 6 max running right now that I can see. And it was the only one filling up when I registered. So the action isn't good, but it's nice to have at least something. I mean, playing for $3.50, dear Lord, my drinks cost more than that up at the poker room, but you know, it's good for fun. So anyway, let's talk about 6 max. Now, as far as the 9 max sit and go goes, I don't know if this is applicable, my basic philosophy of playing 6 max sit and goes, because I tell you, 95% of the hands I played in sit and goes are all 6 maxes. I just didn't play a lot of 9 maxes or 18 or 27, whatever it was back then. The underlying philosophy, in my opinion, to the 6 max sit and go is this: make it to second place at any cost. Now, to some poker players, that means play tight. And to other poker players, that means go big or go home. And it really doesn't mean either of those things. There's room for your own personal style. There's room for your own creativity in this game. But the objective remains the same. Whether you're, I'm just going to raise it twice, but the objective remains the same. You want to make second place at any cost. That's your goal, really. Yes, of course, second place is where the money starts. So second place plays a little less than 2 buy-ins, and first place pays a little less than 4 buy-ins. So yeah, I mean, making second place, you've only made, I'll check. Double belly buster going on here. No, I got a straight. I'll play half. He's gonna re-raise me. No. He should have popped me right there. I would have folded. But anyway. Well, where was I? Somebody's got to remind me. Oh, I'm the only one talking. Shit, I don't even remember where I was. Hang on a second, guys. This is a real professional poker recording here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so making it to second place. Even if I were to slide into second place with only a handful of chips, let's say I get in there with my starting stack, which, by the way, you're not going to make the second place without playing to keep your starting stack because the blinds are going to keep you. So you've been playing. You just may not have been able to, you know, take a big stack or whatever. That's fine. Yeah, it's great to just suck the whole table up in, you know, a couple of hands, but you don't need that. You know, that's not really your goal. And so even if I get into second place and a heads up with only a starting stack, that means the other player has 7,500 chips and I only have 1,500. Okay? And logic would say, oi, well, we're going to check. Come on, BS Crusher. Come on, baby. Damn. All right, I'm gonna put the pot in. Now let's see if anybody believes me. Oh yes, I'm going to push because he is tired of me. I have the practical nuts. No, he's a chicken shit. All right. He didn't have a 7 or a king, that's for sure. Or pocket 8s. All right. This one, I'll call, see what he does. I don't like the limp my small blind. Well, I've got straight draw. Open ender. Now people are gonna get sick of me. All right. 7-9 on the button. It's the button. I could play blind and play the button, but yeah, so making heads up with only like a starting stack or even less sometimes is not that much of a setback, particularly in sit and goes. I feel very comfortable going short stack into heads up in an average sit and go because most players are not real good at heads up, particularly in the sit and go. The blinds are rising, you know, and even really, frankly, by the time you make heads up, even the big stack is going to feel somewhat short stacked and feel pressured to play. Okay, well, I'm going to check fold that. I don't want to play that. But anyway, so yeah, as far as, you know, like when you're playing in a big tournament, it you know, there is a good argument for, you know, building a big stack and, you know, plowing in to the final table. But a lot of that really isn't applicable, or it isn't as, you know, important in the, you know, the sit and go. So, yeah, get to second place at any cost. Now, how do we get there? Because, again, I said earlier, to some that means play very conservative and try to, you know, dribble your way in. And to others, it means go big and just clobber the thing until you can get to the money. Well, I mean, in reality, playing good poker is not really having a particular style. You probably have your preferences, you have your own ways of doing things, but this whole thing of being a tag player or a lag player, I mean, you need to be flexible. I mean, it's good to be aware of all of these styles and have them available to you for nothing more than to see those styles in other players and exploit, you know, what information they're giving about their game. So right now, okay, so now right here in this tournament, we're still in, what level are we in? Oh, we're at 50, so we're at the first level still. Holy shit. Yeah, so am I playing tight right now? Well, no, because here's another thing about playing on carbon. Wait. Okay. I'll raise it to 100. Nah, I'll call with the guy. I'm toying around right now. I don't even know what to do. See, here playing on carbon, I very rarely see the same player twice, ever. So there's no regulars that I know about, whether they're good or bad. Another thing about carbon is the level of player, even here at the bottom level, is not that bad. This is actually a pretty tough little field because most of the players that have come to carbon are incentivized to get here because they really want to play. They've been playing, well, back in the day, they were playing on Poker Stars. I'm going to check it. They're playing on Poker Stars. They're playing, you know, on Full Tilt. They got cut off. And, you know, I guess the casual player is not as motivated to find a place, you know, as some of us are. So, yeah, you're playing a higher caliber here. And so your rate's going to be very narrow here. So, you know, this is more for exercise. So, in this situation, what I'm doing is I'm feeling these people out. And also, I'm also allowing them to dunk each other out. That's a part of my equity at this table, is that I rely upon, yes, of course, you want a bad player to make a bad mistake and pay you. But at this point in the tournament, any one of these people knocking themselves out, donking it up, raises my equity, raises my chances of getting to second place. So, in other words, I'm actually playing other players playing each other, if I can put it that way. That's part of my strategy. I don't need to get every chip on this table. I would love to have them. And buddy, you leave the opportunity and I will crush you. But I'm relying upon them to knock each other out. For instance, this guy here, yeah, I'll flip that. But this guy here, well, you can't see me pointing. I can't say his name. I'm gonna cover up their names, but or I'm covering up my username. Let me put it that way. Yeah, this guy here, he's got more chips than I do, and I don't have a problem with that. If he whips everybody here at the table, I'm better off. I'd rather be the one whipping everybody at the table, but that's not my only option. Okay, that's the point I'm making. I don't need to suck up all the the chips at the table. If that's the only thing I can do to make money at this table, I need to leave, because look, you're only gonna even if this sit and go lasts 30 minutes, which it probably won't, you're only gonna see 70 something hands, maybe 80 hands at the most. In 80 hands, it's very possible that I got nothing but shit the whole time. And it's very possible that I get one outed and knocked out. So I got king 3 on the button. No, I'm gonna fold that. I do want to tangle with BS Crusher a little bit. I just can't. You cannot, like, people watch Tom Dwan on television, okay? And you can't play that. You cannot play like that, okay? And what I mean by like that is not the way he plays, but by the way they portray him on television, okay? He's a very deliberate, calculated wizard. And to say he's just aggressive, no, he is. Every good poker player is capable of pulling out a gun and shooting you in the head, but they're deliberate. There's specific things they're looking for. They see the opportunity to strike. They're not just striking and striking and striking and striking until they finally hit something. They're very deliberate. And by the way, another philosophy about all poker is, frankly, what separates winning players from losing players is not who's the most aggressive or who can pull off the biggest bluff. The best players who have a winning rate are those that fold better than other players. Now, that doesn't mean they fold more. They might be very aggressive. But when they get backed into a corner, they will not lose as much as other people. They're preserving their stack better than other people. Because if you look at a solid player that basically understands the odds and has a basic good skill set, but is still a losing player, it's probably going to be a slight trickle downward in their rate, okay? Which isn't, if you're a poker player and you're playing basically break even with a little downward trickle, you're actually doing almost everything right. And if you looked at your hand history, if you could just eliminate 1 or 2 folds every couple hundred hands, that way you lose a big stack to. If you can bring yourself to a discipline to let go of those hands, you'd already have a positive rate. You see? So then the pro would, on top of that positive rate, add a couple other percents that the average player just would not be able to pull into themselves. So getting a positive rate for a solid player is a matter of folding particular spots more. Okay, now you're in a sit and go. The reality is you gotta fold. I don't have a huge stack to play around and splash around with. Nor do I have a lot of hands to play with. We're not sitting here for hours and hours where I can really dig in and feel people out. And then by the time I figure, let's say the guy to my right, where I really know how to push him off a big hand, where I can push him off a set or I can push him off 2 pair. I can't get there in 80 hands. The opportunity may not come, nor will my read of him be full enough where I can take that kind of a chance. Therefore, that kind of behavior, give me a 7. Give me a 7. I'm gonna call. Ooh, shit. Now, I'm gonna put in 100. And if he repops me, there's gotta be a 7 out there. Damn. Okay, I took that down. All right. I don't know where I was. I'll just talk about whatever. Oh, shit. Now that is a fucking dumb move. He probably has a low pair, like 4s or 3s. So if I had something like 7s, now he's doing that. Would he do that with aces? I don't know. I believe he had deuces. He might have had ace king. Should I raise it up a little bit? Yeah. 3, 4. I shouldn't have done that with 3-4. Not because I'm afraid of having 3-4, but because he's basically putting me on any 2 anyway. So being able to catch him with an any 2 hand. Come over the top. I don't want to play this hand. Nope, I'm folding. I'll check. I'll check. Good bet. Good bet. You can have the pot. Don't be a chicken. Don't be a chicken. Check fold. Yep. He would have called, and his calling, he did a lot of flop calling with garbage, and I would have been able to put him on anything. So, all right. I'm gonna fold this one. I don't want to play. I want these boys to hurt each other. I want to see some blood. Yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, playing on Carbon is just a different animal in many ways. The player base is different, and it's also a very suspicious site, if I'm being honest with you. Even though that's the typical thing, you know, a lot of guys that learn to play online, they say the cards are rigged, you know, but if they went to a poker room, they'd see the same thing. That's what they need, some live playing to realize, because I used to think that stuff too. I'm like, there's no way that guy could have fucking one-outed me. That's impossible. It's not impossible. All right, I'm going to raise this up. Now, Salty Dog. Yeah, I have my HUD on, by the way. I don't even use it. It's Poker Tracker, and they don't update it anymore, and it's only a matter of time before Carbon does an update to their software that's not compatible with Poker Tracker, and Poker Tracker doesn't support Poker Tracker 3 anymore. I leave it running because it keeps my hand history or whatever. And the only real number I'm looking at on my HUD is number of hands. Just because I like to keep track of how many hands I've seen. Okay, so that number there, I've got 96 hands on him, and I don't remember him at all. So I will say about him, he's got to be basically an average solid player, because if he was particularly bad or particularly good, I would remember him. I'm pretty good at memorizing names. I don't ever really remember their avatar, because you can change your avatar here all the time. God, 610, come on, bitch. One with a 9. By the way, this hand right here, Jack 4, weak jacks. I hate weak jacks. I don't mind a weak 10. I don't mind a weak queen. But Jack 4, Jack 3, Jack 5, Jack Deuce. I hate this hand. Weak jacks are the curse. I'm a little superstitious, because I can remember a couple tournaments back in the day when I was doing really good, you know, and you get into those dry spells where your hands aren't coming, and I was getting Jack 4, Jack 2, Jack this, Jack that, and it's a curse, because whenever I would get that run of horrible jacks and all the crap hands I was getting, and I load up with like kings or aces, I get crushed. So jacks have a weird visceral issue with me, or I have it with them. Oh yeah, so hopefully I'm gonna make it to heads up on this one, and I don't have to keep playing these damn sit and goes until I win one and act like I always win them. Let's see what he does here. 8 jack. Now I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him go with that weak jack. I probably should. No, I can't. I don't know. I don't like king deuce either. I'm gonna fold that. I'm not in a hurry. I'm just gonna limp. People say, don't limp, don't limp, don't limp. Oh, shut up. Okay, I'm gonna have to be. Yeah, see. I'm going to have to put some chips around now, because I do not want no straights or flushes coming. I got 500 in. Now I will put the pot in. I don't think it's pushable yet. I'll have 1,100 left. Oh, man. Okay. I'm waiting for somebody to do something crazy or, you know, challenge me with a set or something. Okay, king 4, no thank you. I don't like that hand right now. Later on, I'll like hands like that, but not now. But, you know, like, what am I doing right now? I'm basically just hanging out. You know, I'm not bullying people. I played a couple hands that may have given them a feeling I was bullying them. Yeah, I'm gonna fold that. I don't care about that hand either. And you're like, dude, you can't do that. Oh, shit, my ace-jack gets it. Oh, shitty hand. Now, what would he have pushed with there? Ace-jack, ace-queen, ace-king, any pair. So I'm basically a flip with him. I'll fold. I hope somebody calls him thank you. Yeah. Oh, wow. Don't put another spade out. Damn! Oh! I had the nuts. No, that was a good fold. That was an excellent fold on my part. That was a very good fold on my part. Even though I would have won that hand, and I would have taken out 2 of those motherfuckers. All right. I don't like queen jack right now. I'm not in the mood to get... I'll get nasty once we get going here. I'm waiting... see, what I'm doing right now is I'm waiting for them. Because right now, basically what we're waiting for is the blinds to start really creating pressure for people. And that's, you know, where I can create spots, you know. I'll try to pull off a nice bluff for everybody, but... You know... You got to get over that television version of poker, you know. I'm not saying don't play aggressive. I'm not saying don't play loose and crazy. I'm just saying the mystique of it. The only kind of player that I really want to emulate is a guy that walks with more money when he leaves than when he came in. If he does it by being a tight ass, fine with me. I don't have any more admiration for. Oh, I don't want to play with this hand. Yeah, you can have it. I didn't have a diamond. I only had bottoms. Pair. All right, 10-7. Let's see what happens. Oh, I got bottom pair again. No, thank you. I don't want it. I think my 10 might be good, but I'll wait. Because a lot of people won't bet second pair, even if they're in position. But they'll call second pair. Yeah, see, somebody's got a queen, somebody's got a jack. I'm not gonna. I can't get them off the hand, so it's, yeah, somebody's got an ace. Oh my! No nines, no aces, no kings. Oh shit! All right, boy, I ain't gonna fuck with that 584. Call him! Call him! Any 2! No, all right. King jack. I want to see something happen. Look at that. 8. 8. Okay, see now we got people, you know, this guy's getting happy. This guy's getting upset. My 6-3. I'd like to stick my 6-3 up somebody's ass right now. Nope. I'll check. I almost bet at that. Yeah, see, I almost bet at that, but yeah, he can have it. Yeah, see, I'm getting there now. I'm starting to. Yeah, I'll limp another one. I love to see cheap flops. I'll slap that flop. I will slap that flop. But first, I don't want to go. Yeah, he'll try it again. Chicken shit. Salty dog. Take him out, Salty. There you go. That's what he... Yeah, see, if there were 2 of us in the thing, I would have done something like that. Yeah, see... Okay. Yeah, he's weak. Yeah. I'm not going to raise this 3 blinds. And I'm not going to limp this. I feel it. I'm about to make some moves here, but I'll wait. I want to see a little bit more scuffles going on. No, thank you. I want to see some scuffles. You got to open the door for me, guys. Open the door. Just laying in wait. Other than that, I'm sitting very comfortable right now. I'm very comfortable with 1,600 chips. You know? So I got no motive. Ooh. Wonderful. Wonderful. Come on. Push it, baby. Push it, baby. I'm coming over the top, B. I'm coming over the top, BS Crusher. I am going all in. Jack. Jack. Ace. Nope. My move was appropriate. I put him on nothing. He happened to have a very good hand. Ryan didn't need a damn chip. He didn't need anything in his hand. And BS Crusher was limping with any two, so I put him all in. So my all in was good. I didn't win the hand, but I'm very happy about that. That was a good play. 9-3. No, thank you. Excuse me while I have a little toke here. I'll be right back. I'm getting water. Yeah, let me limp. I'll slap that flop. Flop me a quad. I'll check, man. Oh, I got a gut shot. I got a gut shot. My king might be good. Yeah. Okay. 10-9. I gotta start making a move here. I'm gonna put it all in. No, I can't. If he's got an ace, he's gonna. I don't know what his calling ranges are. I don't know anything about this guy. Kings, yes. Figures. Now I got a weak jack. It's not so weak of a jack. I'm not fond of this hand. I'm gonna let it go. My kings get folded too. Can you believe it? King 5 again. Drive down. Well, as you see so far, I had one solid pair. I had one big hand, and I'm already in third place. I'm already down to 3 beat. We're now going for heads up now. Put it all in. My king 5. Oh. Yes, sir. Do I push or do I not push? That is the question. Does he got a 10, a 5, or a 6? You don't have a 10. Oh, yes, he does. I thought he was debating on like a 6 or a 5, you know, middle or bottom pair. He might see he's doing pushing on like 3s, deuces, 4s, you know, maybe like ace 10 suited, something like that. Yeah, show your cards, buddy. No weak jacks. Not in this tournament. Now BS Crusher was enjoying a lead there for most of the sit and go. And now he's dwindling. And how does he handle it psychologically? And Salty Dog, he's a solid player. So far, he's just solid. 325 for Queen 3 now. 325, 13 on now. I'll put it. I don't like queen 3. See, these are good limping hands. It ain't worth 375 to me. Now watch it flop ace, deuce, 5. What I have? A bottom again. And bottom's a good hand. But come on, guys, make a move, push. What I want now, okay, now we're in. I'm in third place. Doesn't matter. Well, if he wins the hand, I'll be in second. Okay, I'm in second, but anyway, that doesn't matter. Now, what? Ace 9. Okay, what I'm now waiting for is 3. Come on now. Uh-oh. Okay, now he checked, meaning will he re-raise me? I don't know. I haven't seen him 3-bet once. I'm folding to you, salty dog. Queen Jack. See, this isn't the spot for Queen Jack right now. I'm gonna wait. I want collisions to happen between them. Okay? I'm perfectly happy for salty dog to suck the whole table up, and then I'll work him in heads up. So I save your gaminess. You can't find a spot for your game. You know, you'll get it in heads up. That's for sure. Ace 8, he's gonna try to raise me. No, he's limping again. Hey, I'm gonna bet. He don't believe me. Oh, he believed me. Damn, I wanted him to re-raise me. I definitely would call him with fucking 2 pair there. 7 deuce. No, thank you. Perfect hand to raise me on. There you go. I'm happy with that. I want you to do that when I got kings. They're similar, 9 and 6, but if they were the same color, I would have played them. Queen 6. See, I can't get the right spot. All right, let's do it. Oof. I don't have any of that. Except for a gut shot. I don't have any of that except for a gut shot. I don't have any of that. Maybe my queen is good. Check. My queen was good, but my kicker wasn't good. So an all-in would have won that hand. Unless he's a master. Again, I'm happy with these two. I'm happy to watch these two beat the shit out of each other. Even if they do nothing more than clobber each other and send chips back and forth, I want to see them get stirred up, and then I can take advantage of something. You know, I don't really see an open, gaping wound yet. Nice. I'll limp it. Salty, come over the top. You can have a nice juicy pot there. Oh, I'll put half the pot in. Now, see, this is not, if there's a queen out there. Now he's going to say, oh yeah, he thinks somebody, oh yes. Thank you. Oh, I'll take this. Shall I or shan't I? I need to go up 3 blinds to take this. 900. Let's gamble. I got a feeling about this. Oh. He's got a big stack. He might feel strong. 600. Own the butt home. All right. So now, well, we've got now the tightness here may not necessarily be chicken shitness. I don't like to just think all of a sudden because somebody folds a lot and they let our hands go that they're not good. Being conservative doesn't mean you're bad. You know, conservative players are dangerous. Take it, brother. Just bet. Push it all. Push it all. If I were you, I'd push. 6, 7, 8. I got none of that shit. I can't fold him either, so fuck it. Show your cards. Damn, son. He shows his big hand. All right, thank you. Good information. Queen 10. I'll let you two go at it. One of them's gonna knock it. Salty's gonna take him out. So I'm happy to get the second place. No, thank you. Now King 8. Salty. So what? Oh yeah, that would have been a good hand. Yeah, see, I'm learning still. But Salty, if I get heads up with him, he can be exploited. I don't know if he's solid, I guess. I mean, he's not a bad player. I don't think he's done anything wrong, per se. He hasn't done any miracles. Neither have I. No weak jacks here, sir. You can have it. Oh, no. I'm happy to fold my button like this. I'm happy. See, that's why you get that psychology. Every time you fold, the good shit happens. So you start you waste a lot of money trying to catch, a good flop. I'm looking for spots. Basically, I'm looking for, the spider senses have to tingle. Queen Jazz, come on now. Go ahead, limp me in. He's gonna push. Does he understand that? No. Seven's good with a flush draw. My seven's good. Another 4-9. Push. All right, so BS Crusher, he was ahead. Now he's being crushed. And Salty, yeah, he's pretty. $7-4. That's a big pot. To bet for that pot, and I got Salty behind me. I'm gonna let it go. Bottom. Now I gotta let it go. Just a little bet, Salty, and it's all yours. Yeah, my 7 is not good. He had a jack. And also, I don't think either of these play basically the 10 blind rule. You start pushing any decent hand, when you have less than 10 blinds. I don't always play that way. Sometimes I'm very comfortable I'm not even going to waste 200 on this. I'm going to let them go. Yeah, see. I haven't seen any of them push. You know, open push. I usually try to take advantage of people. You know, because I'm pretty good at locking people into a range, a decent range. I don't want to see people go big, and they're not going big yet. So, yeah. So Crusher handled his dip down pretty well there, I guess. I got a 3 BS Crusher. I'm putting half the thing in. He'll bet with his flush. Nah, he's got a 4 or 5. Oh, he had the straight draw. Yeah, okay. Do I bother to call this? Wow, fuck it. I shouldn't have called it. I should have kept my 2 lines. Yeah, see. I gotta bet through 2 of them. Nah, Salty's got something. Salty's gotta play. Yeah, BS Crusher. Yeah. If I had like Queen 10. Come on, guys. Clock is ticking. I don't want to do the work here. Can I have one good hand, please? So I can do a little something. 4-9. I got second best. I'm going to bet 400. I'll show. Damn, I can't show that. Okay, well then. He thinks I'm pushing him around a little bit, maybe. I'm going to fold this. I want to keep my 200. I want them to have time alone. Come on, Salty. Come on, Salt. Check to him with your set. He bets. You come over the top. He can't fold. Damn. A whole lot of folding going on. Yeah, see, back in the Poker Stars days, guys that folded like this were not solid. You know, it's a different elixir here. Different poker culture, what do you want to call it? Ooh, call him. Call. He's got something. Pocket 6s. Pocket 4s. Ace Jack. He had an ace. Means he probably had like ace queen, ace jack, ace 10 suited. Didn't want to play it, but was willing to. Oh, he's getting bullish now. Look at him. Nice, Salty. Pocket 8s in your face. I'm going to call with my pocket 8s. I'm not going to come over the top because I don't want to get called, even with an ace king. I don't want to, putting basically my stack on the line for a flip. Oh, come on, bet. See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, my goodness. I should have bet right there. I should have put a small little bet in. Hope for a call. Bet me, Crusher. And now I will put a little bet in. Hopefully somebody has a king. They backdoor to flush. I could have got a little more money out of that. I didn't think I could get anything out of it. Push! I will call you. I will call you. And now I'm second place, unless he makes a miracle happen. No, he will not. So, There you go. Okay, so now we're even. I mean, this is basically even right now, and I'm going to see how he plays. So this hand, I don't want to have a contest with him right now. Figuring the heads-up psychology. Well, I've got... No. All right, now I got an open-ender. I will... No, it's not worth betting. No, my queen might be good. Yes, my queen was not good, but my 10 was good. And I have a weak jack. Yeah, you can have that, motherfucker. Don't worry, buddy. I'm gonna limp another one. Oh! I'll check that. You can have that too. And I don't believe him, but look, I mean, let's make sure I know what I'm dealing with here. You can have that too. So if he's going to raise every button, he may be raising good hands every button. I'm gonna fold that. Give him the idea I'm tight. Ace 3, not good. Except when you get folded to. 2-9, not good. I play those hands. I play those hands, but again, it's a feel thing. Right now, my cards don't even matter all that much. It's a feel thing. I will call that. I will bet. And he will call, and I wasted... No. I'll check that. I will check that too. I probably should have bet that. 2 overs. But again, I'm feeling my king might be good. Okay, so I'm winning showdowns with shit. That's nice. 8-4, I'm gonna go ahead and raise it up. Oh, no, see? Ace 4, check. I'm putting you all in. You got ace 5, you're good. Now this, I am going to raise you up. I'm trying to figure his mood. He's just sitting there, you know. Just because I can't see his face, it's... Okay, yes. That is definitely a raise. If he comes over the top, he can have the pot, but I'm still pushing at him. He didn't win the war. Yeah, see, that's all right. Pocket 4s, not very good. Not really competent. Pocket 9s. Put 15s. Oh, I'll call it. Dipshit. We win, we win, we win. And for the record, that was my first sit and go. I didn't keep playing until I won one. So yeah, so what did we win? I don't even remember. We won $13.15. That was Heartbern at the poker table. Thank you for watching. More poker, more cool shit to come. Some final thoughts? I don't know. That was a pretty standard poker game right there. So, excuse me. Yeah, so... I mean, that was just a standard 6-max right there. So, there really wasn't anything particularly great that happened, anything particularly bad. There's nothing to comment on. I don't think I made any bad mistakes. I didn't. I was just sitting waiting. And they gave me other chips, you know. He pushed with an ace, and I mean, okay, that's it. So that was a pretty standard sit and go. Well, really a standard sit and go would be me losing. You have to accept that when you play poker, but yeah, so Heartbern X, poker, random stuff, whatever. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.